Hello everybody and welcome to your weekly review brought to you by forexlivetoday.com for Saturday, May 28, 2011. Quick reminder, forexlivetoday.com, website with all the latest news, political news, global market news, technical analysis, videos, prices and charts. Come and join us and join the mailing list. We'll give you a weekly review email with some possible trade ideas. Let's get to the charts and beginning with the euro. So the euro made fresh lows this week against the Swiss franc. However, there was some rally against the dollar, an indication of the weakness of the US dollar. The US dollar started the week okay, but then lost momentum, started on a bearish trend, and then poor data just accelerated that trend. So the euro at a possible triple top scenario, much like the Australian dollar at the moment, but I think the Australian dollar may be a better bet for going short. But nevertheless, there is that possibility there. Of course, a break above this 38.2 fib and this resistance, we have the 50 SMA plus the 50 fib, which will provide further resistance. So some opportunities to get short there. Of course, the euro may decide to just blast straight through all of it, so let's just keep our eyes on the price action. Moving on to dollar Swiss, and last week we were mentioning our target of new lows. Not even in our most positive moments were we thinking that it would happen this week. However, it did, and the target was reached. On Monday, if you had been listening last week, and we'd mentioned that this 50 SMA being an excellent place to get short on these spikes. So Monday gave you another opportunity with a strong day, brought you close to the SMA. So depending on your preference for how tight you want your stops or your trades, you may or may not have got short there. But as you can see, it was clearly the trade to be in. So for now, we are flat on dollar Swiss. We will wait to see what happens. It could have further downside, before it does find some more strength. But as we keep saying, until you see a higher high, we've got to break 88.90. We've got to break 89.40 and then 90 flat to see a change in this trend. Cable, even though we have a possible double top scenario here, we have our spike here and the price here. If you look at these four candles, they look like they mean business. So all eyes will be on early in the week what price does, but it's just smashed through any support, any resistance points, any fib levels have not really slowed the rate of that. Very strong week for the pound there after a big red, or on this case white candle on the Monday. It just turned on a penny, and really strong. So to trade against four candles like that is not something that we would recommend, but there is the chance of that double top playing out. So wait and see with cable. Dollar yen, let's give it a bit of a wider picture. So as you can see, we have our multi-month range, and the last 2 weeks of gains, completely taken out on Thursday and Friday of last week. So once again, it's this cluster of MAs, the 50, the 100, and the 200, providing resistance. But when they cluster like that, there is the opportunity for trading when you go above or below. So as you can see, there was the opportunity there. We're back down towards the bottom of the range, so we see much better reward to the long side. But again, there are better opportunities for trading bullish with the US dollar amongst these major currencies. And one of those opportunities is right here with the Australian dollar. Possible triple top. And the good thing about the Australian dollar, or the good thing about this setup, is it has not, well, the downtrend is more so still intact with these lower lows still clearly defined and no new high. So for trading bullish US dollar, I think the Aussie dollar could perhaps be something to get short on. You could take the trade early with a very tight stop, see what happens if that triple top scenario does play out. Although commodities have been up the last 3 weeks straight, you can see the Aussie dollar really failing to get a move on. So perhaps, this bull run that's been going on for so long for the Aussie dollar beginning to come to an end here. Although, again, early in the week will be the key. So I've had the RSI indicator up on these charts this week. I haven't really mentioned it because when you talk about being above 70 and below 30, you're overbought and you're oversold conditions. You can get a lot of false signals. So, for example, the RSI can stay overbought for a period of time, and the price can continue to move up. So I don't pay too much attention to that, as an indicator. But something that you can pay attention to is divergence. So the final pair that we're going to look at today is the New Zealand dollar against the US dollar. And the reason we're looking at this today is it is up near multi-year highs, up near the highs of 2008 actually. And then if you go back a long time, you can't find the New Zealand dollar, the Kiwi, up at these levels very often. So if we look at the RSI, you can see that we've failed to make a new high at the same time that price has made a new high. So if we go back, for example, to the previous, we've got point to point here, and we've got, let's see, point to point. So you can see the RSI trending in the same way as the price. However, from here to here we have price trending up, but we've got RSI trending down. So we've got some divergence there. So even though we are, at new highs, with the possibility of more upside, there could be good risk reward to the short side on this pair as well. So remember, don't leave yourself too exposed by taking too many positions against the US dollar or with the US dollar. Either hedge or just take one or two positions, so you're not too exposed to that risk. And once again, I will be updating the website with an article on risk that will try to explain things a little clearer. You'll hear risk being talked about by analysts all the time, and it's a key it's a key driver for currency markets. So thank you everybody. Have a great week. I'll see you all next week. Long weekend this weekend in Great Britain and in the US. So enjoy the long weekends. I'll see you all next week, and bye for now.